There is an incredible grain that's overlooked by so many preppers, and yet it's the perfect grid down cooking food because all you have to do is boil water. It cooks in the matter of a few short minutes, and it's incredibly versatile. It can be used with sweets or savories or 1,000 different ways, and yet many of us don't have it in our storage. Hey Provident Preppers, I'm Kylene. Today I want to take just a second to introduce you to an incredible emergency preparedness food. This food stores for a really long time, and it's super quick and easy to make. So for all of you out there that have missed this incredible survival food, introducing couscous. Now I know most of us don't think about couscous, but let's talk about what it is. This is a pasta, but because it's very small, it doesn't take much energy to cook at all. And that is exactly what we want in an emergency type situation. Something that cooks up really fast. In fact, I cooked some of it here. I just made this couscous, and all I did was take a cup of boiling water, a cup of couscous, a half a teaspoon of parsley, a quarter teaspoon of oregano, a quarter teaspoon thyme, a quarter teaspoon pepper, a half a teaspoon salt, and a packet of lemon, just dried lemon. And now dinner is served. I created a little PDF for you that talks about couscous and the directions for it and a whole bunch of different variations that you can use so that we can spice it up a little bit, because you know, this lemon, oh, it smells so good, but this lemon couscous would be just super good as a regular savory meal. But I could also do this as a breakfast food. Put a little bit of berries and some cinnamon, a little bit of powdered milk. You know, the possibilities are endless, but that's on there for you. Now, there's more than one kind of couscous. If you notice this one's a lot bigger. These are a lot smaller, which means that this is going to take longer to cook. And the recipe is a little bit different. It calls for 1.5 cups of water, and you cook it for 8 to 10 minutes. That means that that's putting this pretty much in the same place as a regular pasta. So what I did just for an experiment is I made it just like I cooked this first variety of couscous, but I did use the 1.5 cups of water. And then all I did, like I didn't boil it, but I put several towels on this one to keep it warm, and it's still warm. It's been well over an hour actually, to see how it would turn out. All right, and check this out. This looks perfect and perfectly cooked. So even this that takes a little bit longer, as long as we're insulating it and letting it continue to cook, should be just fine. Now we understand why you may want to store couscous, but let's talk about how to store it long term. Because couscous is a nice dry white pasta, it can store for a long time, but not all couscous is created equally. So let's talk about this for just a second. You can purchase couscous in these bags that you drop in and that are super easy and fast to cook. And while they may be convenient, they are highly processed and pre-cooked, which kind of reduces their shelf life. So if you're gonna store long term, I would avoid this. Now, couscous and anything is always limited by the ingredient with the shortest shelf life. And if you look on the back of these mixes that have couscous in them, there are all kinds of different ingredients, including oil, which has a very short shelf life. Because normally couscous has very little fat in it, which means it stores a long time. But suddenly you do the mixes and you reduce the storage life significantly. The containers definitely make a difference. Stored like this, it probably has a decent 2 to 5 year shelf life. In the box, I wouldn't count on it because this is totally exposed to oxygen. Now, if I were to take my couscous, transfer it into Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, suddenly I'm gonna get at least 10 years, maybe 20 years. Sometimes I might just wanna put this jar, open it up, stick an oxygen absorber in it, and put it in one of these Mylar bags and seal it. You know, that's kind of all up to you. It's best to rotate food. So if I can get a nice long shelf life, like 5 years without doing much in this jar, I might just leave it in here. It all depends on how long you want to store it. But definitely if you're trying to get 10 to 20 years, you're going to want to put it in Mylar with an oxygen absorber, because the oxygen absorber will remove the oxygen, which prevents oxidation, which reduces the quality of the food. So that's why you want to use an oxygen absorber. Remember, temperature makes all the difference when you're storing food. If I store this in a hot garage, I might only get 6 months. But if I store it in a cool basement storeroom, I might get 5 years or more out of it. So we want it cool, dry, and dark. So there you go. I'm really interested to see how many of you already had couscous in your storage, because it's a great quick meal with an incredible amount of potential. You could do all kinds of things to get creative and make great recipes using this. And I'm a little bit happy with how this turned out. You may want to have drained it. It's a little bit on the sticky side, but man, if I had an emergency and all I could do was heat up some hot water, what a great way to make dinner for your family. And there you have it. Couscous is a great grid down cooking solution, because if you can boil water, you can have dinner within just a matter of a few minutes. And it's so versatile. You can make it with sweet for breakfast or savory for dinners, with all kinds of ingredients, whatever you have on hand. And now for the question of the day. I don't use couscous very much. So how about for those of you who do use couscous, share with us your recipes. How do you use it, and how would you use it in a grid down situation to stretch your food supply? Comment below. And thanks for being part of the solution.